Hi friends, in last video we saw object-oriented programming. We started with it in Python. We has discussed about methods, attributes, encapsulation, inheritance. That is where we stopped. Okay, so multi-inheritance, single inheritance. Please do watch the previous video. Let me comment it out these lines. Okay, so today we are going to continue with polymorphism. Okay, so in object-oriented programming, we saw about how the encapsulation restrict the direct access to the data using the bank account, and then we saw about inheritance, how one class can be inherited to another class thing. But polymorphism is a method overriding. Okay, so the same method we can override and have a different behavior. Okay, so let us create one method, say class bird. Just for an example, I'm creating. Okay, so def sound, the syntax you should be very careful. Okay, I'm creating a method called sound. Okay, and self. If you watch the last video, you will understand what is self is, and I am trying to add a print command for now. Okay, to make it very simple. Okay. So then we will add another animal, another method. Just for an example, let's add a cat, def sound, cat sound. Then let's have one more class, dog, dog sound. Okay. So now what we have three classes and methods. Now let's understand the polymorphism, which is called method overriding. So what I'm doing instead of self, okay, let me uh, so what happens here? I'm going to override the method of the previous one. So in class, I'm going to override this class. Here I'm going to override bird. Okay. So here I am going to add bird. Okay. Now I will in bird in cat dog for bird in cat dog. Let's add only cat dog. Cat. Sorry. Let's add cat and then dog, right? And bird sound. Okay. So let's see what is the output we are getting here. It says cat sound, dog sound. Okay. So when for bird in cat, I'm saying uh, to print cat and dog, bird sound. So a bird dot sound is actually using the cat and dog. So I hope this you will understand when we have so actually bird sound should be bird sound. Okay, but bird sound is giving cat sound and dog sound. For example, bird sound is kiki. Just example. Okay, kaka, maybe that is kiki. Okay, now cat is like meow. Meow. Okay, then dog sound is bow. Bow bow. Right? But now what we are doing when we give word dot sound, this this class method is giving meow and bow bow. Actually, what it need to give kiki because of bird sound. So we have override the method and change its behavior. The same method name but different behavior. The method name should give. So if you see like let me comment this and say if I call this method bird, okay, sound. Now I am using the method. Dot sound. So I'm just picking bird. Actually, the bird dot sound method, okay, should come as Kiki. That is what I was trying to do here. But what happened? I hope you guys understood what is polymorphism is. It is like overwriting the method and having changing a different behavior. The method name remains same. The previous method name and new method name remains same. So in the previous method name, it is Kiki, which is the bird sound. But the new method name, it is meow and bow bow. Let's say instead of we want to only have cat sound. Okay, so I added that because so it is meow. You understood, right? So the this is the polymorphism. The next one we will see is abstraction. Okay, any doubts you can just ask the questions in the comments. Okay, next is the abstraction. Abstraction. Okay, let's see the abstraction. So what is abstraction? So you are hiding the implementation using anything you are covering it up. Abstract, create an abstraction layer. So what is an abstraction layer? There is something there. You are creating one more layer or you are hiding something. That is the abstraction layer. Hiding the implementation details using abstract class. Okay. So we will hide using the abstract class. We will see an example now. Okay, that is the let's create one example. So let's create one class. Okay, so class shape. Okay, let me create a class called shape. Here I will create an object. Let me have object as ABC. Okay, so let's have an object called ABC. Then we can have an abstract method at the rate abstract method. You can see here, right? This is an abstract method I am writing. Okay, so then so area equal to pass because I just shape it is giving area. Let's say pass. Pass means it's a empty statement. We will for now we will keep it empty. Then let's create one more shape. Okay. So this because this must be implemented in the child. This area need to be implemented. This area need to be implemented in child. So say class rectangle. Okay. So we are going to use a uh, constructor where it says self with let me make it simple instead of we will only have with we are understanding the concept, so don't worry about the code, you will get the code anywhere. So self dot width equal to width, then we will have one more method which is our area. Okay, self area. Now we will just have a return method. Okay, so self width equal to width where we have given for a rectangle. Now we say we have a rectangle hyphen area. So before that, what we can do, rectangle equal to rectangle 10, just a number, and print rectangle arc area. Okay, sorry, print rectangle area. So now what happened? ABC is undefined. So, so then we have to just we will add one from ABC import abstract ABC abstract method, because we have given capital. Let's put capital ABC abstract method. Okay, so we have to add this abstract method. Let me run it. Okay, you can see that it says 100. The width of the rectangle says 100. So how this is working? So what it is happening? So this we are implementing the width. Okay, the area into this. We are creating some method called abstract method. So this method is like a hidden method as of now. No, it's for understanding we pass it. So we are creating a rectangular shape with the width. Okay, but now what we are doing, we are having another. We are calling this abstract method here and returning the self dot width equal to self dot width. So which means we are having return this into like we are actually trying to uh, return. So you can add like this also. Say we can say 3.14 or 3.5 into self width. So 3,500. Okay. So which means this I have given comma. Let me try now. So it is changing the values based on the input I'm giving it into self dot width, okay, which is my rectangle, into self dot width, which is my abstract method. Okay, so this method what I am returning is the abstract method, which is the hidden method we are calling from the shapes. Okay, so if I keep it here, okay, let me see. It just I saw thing it showed me like help. Okay, here decorative abstract method requires the meta class ABC model or derived from it, a class that has a meta cycle. Okay, derived from cannot be initiated unless all the abstract method are overridden. The abstract modules can be called using the normal supercell mechanism. Abstracting can be used to declare abstract method to the properties descriptor. Class C meta class. So we have given so we have given class shape, right? ABC. Then there's an abstract method we have also declared. Okay, so just don't get confused yourself. Okay, so abstract method is nothing but you are creating a class, okay, which can be used in the child class, where whatever child method you can, because we are declaring this as an abstract method. Okay, it's an abstraction. Just understand the concept. Code level, you can get the code anyway from any kind of tool. Okay, so now the you understood abstraction. Let me know if you don't understand the abstraction. Let's have class method and static method. Okay, so next one is class method and static method. Class method and static method. Okay, so first class method. What is a class? A simple class, say class student, right? Then student is to keep it very simple, we can have student ID, or we can have student name, for example, student underscore equal to what name we can give like ABC for now. Then what we can give, we can, this is the class attribute. Okay. So now we are, guys have seen the attribute, but now we are giving, this is called class attribute. Okay. So I want to class attribute. Okay. So this, then we will have a def student self age name. We will keep it simple name. Then it will be name self name equal to name, right? Then we can have a now we can call the class method. Okay, so which is at the rate class method. Okay, now I'm defining class method. In the class method, diff student name. We will keep simple. So say info. Now I will not use this. So class method, then just print this is the student class. Okay. So which class the student is studying. So we can have this is the student class. Okay. Uh, right. I am defining. Let me keep this as a static method. Let me have a class method again. So I'm searching for an example so that it is easy. So let's say diff. We have a def. What we will have for a def change maybe def get school name. So get school name. We can have class and then we can have okay we can have class. Okay, return class. I don't know return. We can say change school. Okay, change underscore school. Right. Then we will have class and new name or new school. Okay. So then we will have class dot new school. Okay, school equal to new school. So now I will define a static method. Remove this and have a static method. Okay, def we can have info now as an example. Then we will try to print student info, student info, student class info. Okay, just for better understanding. Now we will give a student name. What we will do? So student name. Student name. What student name we will give? Student prep. Okay, we will give student prep. So print student one student school or print student student dot school name. We are printing the school name of student. Then we will have one more student school change maybe. Student or no change school. We will give student dot change school. Student dot change. Student is student student name I have given as ABC. Okay, let me give school name. School underscore name. This is so student class student I'm creating school class student school name equal to ABC school and I'm creating a self name. So, and then I'm creating a class method which is change school, class and new school, class dot school, class dot school underscore name, because up top we have school underscore name. Okay, school underscore name equal to new name, new school. Then we have static method which is printing. Then student, we are giving name. Then print student underscore name. Now let's say student dot change school. So students not change students dot student dot change school. New student name. So student name we can have new name. Let's say, so actually this is to understand it better, this is the modify class attribute. Okay, so the class attribute is, so here in this class, okay, so we have this is the class attribute, right? So we have a school name. So now what we are doing, we are changing the school. Okay, so somewhere there's some syntax error. I could see that red marks are showing the syntax error. School, so class method. So here I will add class method. Get name, get name underscore school name. Now it is taking, which I already have the school name here. Right. So student dot, still it is not coming. So S1 dot student Prabhu. So S1 dot student print student. So print student name. Where is the student name here? Okay, here we have the student name. Sorry, we have school name, right? We have school name. What mistake I'm doing? I'm checking somewhere the syntax is not correctly taking. You guys, if you find by this chance what mistake I'm doing, you can let me know. Okay, so student, student, store school, init, self name, class method, def change school. I'm just checking if any lines I have not commented. Okay, def change school, CLS, class. Okay, this CLS, class dot school underscore name, new name, static info, student info. student dot, actually the student dot change underscore school should come. That is where it I am checking school X Y Z school. Then it should be print again student school name, then student info. Okay, this is the code I am trying to run. Static and dynamic. Okay, student dot info. So this is the static class and this is the sorry class method and static method. Let's see if it is running. So there is some issue with the yeah, identical error. Unidentical does not match any outer identification level. So there is, my class method is having some issues. Class method. Of name equal to name. Yeah, this is correct. Class student underscore name. I don't see any major error. That doesn't matter. Okay, right. I think it's a format error. Class method, then this should come inside the class method, then static method. So I hope you guys understood what mistake I have done. Right. So student underscore student name. Student underscore. Where is the student name here? So troubleshooting takes a lot of time, guys, actually. Okay, so you need to clearly write the syntax. It took me some time to understand. So now ABCD school, XY school, student info. So the student, I have student info I am printing here. So basically what I am trying to do is, so when I print the student school name, it is saying ABCD school. Okay, this is when I'm printing. But when I am changing the name, the student school name, these two are again same principle. If you see, print student dot school underscore name, print student. But what happened, the first print statement, it is saying ABCD school, that is from this method or this attribute from the class attribute. Okay, so school name is nothing but under the class student, there is a attribute school name, which is the ABCD group that is printed. Okay. You are till now, even it took long time to me troubleshooting, so it will be good experience for you guys also. I know this now with a lot of tools, it is very easy, but yeah, but we will to understand the basics. Now it is printing the XY is a school where I am giving student dot change underscore school XYZ. Okay, I'm printing. I am student dot. Okay, this change school. If you see, this is the class method. So I am here. It is getting modified. Okay, I am adding a class method where I am modifying a class attribute which is student school dot name equal to ABCD school, which I can change to anything XYZ or www. Okay, now if I run, it will be www. So that is this name equal to modify. Or here only I am giving www. Okay, so okay. I don't want to confuse again. So because we have understood the concept now. Okay. So now I'm overriding this. So this is called as class method and static method. Okay, static method is so again class method we understood. If you see static method, when I say uh, def info, right? So student info, I am using this print command. So student.info, student.info. So this is static method which is printing here. But when you say student dot school name, if you see here, so school name we have a class method is changing. Static method, static case is very generic, very general static method. Okay, so I don't want to elaborate. Just take more of your time. Okay, so this is called class method and static method. Now we will see one last thing which is called magic and dunder methods. Okay, let me comment out this. Sorry guys, than what I planned. Okay, but I hope you understood that static method and no this class method. Okay, magic slash dunder methods. Let me make it as a command. Okay, so what first we will have a class. Okay, so we can have so then define an init class or constructor where you have self dot title, self dot author. Okay, so now I'm going to have one more method where it is called hyphen str self. Okay, so I will return the author. I will return the title and the author, or I can slightly change it where return if we have to always this to get the values. So now we put this actually what you have to use the curly bracket. Okay, self dot title. Then we have curly bracket. Then we have like this. Then another curly bracket self dot page self dot author. Or let's keep it simple. To my let's return it. Okay. Now we will have one more def, one more method def minus len self title. Okay, that is okay. Now say just add one thing. Variable v1 equal to book title. Okay. So in previous session you will be getting it, or we can simply say book title is Bobby, title is Cloud, author is Bobby. Okay. So we have given title and author for this book. Now we can just print it and we will put length also, right? Length of B1. Okay. So actually this one, this print will use what it will use. It will use your underscore APR. Okay. And this will use your underscore len, where we already mentioned len in the print command. So now if we run, it says cloud Bobby, which is the book is cloud and Bobby. Length is 5. Okay, why? What is this length actually? So length is the title length. Okay, but here if you see, it is saying CLO comes double. Sorry. Title. You see the title CLOUD cloud. Cloud. The title is length 5. So you can use books pages. Okay. So there can be many pages in the book. Book pages we can use. Okay. So this SRT and length can give you number of pages and all those informations to calculate. Here we are not doing any math based on the book title. It is saying 5. Okay, so we have not given any kind of formula. We just said you the length self dot title we are given. Okay, uh, uh, which this method is doing these things. Okay, guys, I end up this session now. Basically, what we have seen now is the abstraction, polymorphism. Okay, these two concepts we have seen, and polymorphism, I hope you understood that. We can the method, we can override the method and behavior with the same method name, which is bird.sound. And abstraction is nothing but we will be adding or we instead of saying adding, we are hiding the class. Okay, where say there is an area which is called abstract method, which we are hiding and we are using in the another method. So we are hiding this method, which is nothing but abstract. We are creating an abstraction. Then we saw class method and static method. After that, we saw just some method which is like str and length, which can be giving the size of things. This is just to have some major, no, some kind of move concept things. If you see here, like let me. I was thinking to open that reader, but anyway, I think we can complete this class now. Let's see with one example in the next video how this all this moves concept practically plays. Okay. As of now, I think we are good. If any doubts, you can post it, guys. Okay. Thank you. Take care. Bye.